Hey Trey, I've been looking at this MACD here, and I think I found something to help give a confirmation once the arrows do go off. So if you just look at the last couple signals here from Friday, right here we have an arrow that closes above the 20-day, so that's the arrow signal right there. And then I've been trying to find a way to use this MACD here. And I know that that's how the arrow is generated, but I've also been looking for a confirmation with it. So it's a little bit hard to see when it does move. So when the arrow goes off, if it's going to be a buy, then the MACD or the MACD, whatever you call it, is usually down below zero here, the histogram lines. Not talking about the red signal line here, but the actual MACD, the histogram lines here are down below zero. Now, if you wait until the MACD crosses back above zero after you get the arrow signal, which it does right here, right there. I don't know if there's a way to have the software insert a actual line here at the zero line, or if there's a way to make the positive MACD a different color than the negative MACD. But it's sometimes you just have to enlarge it so you can see. And right here, the MACD moves above zero. And if you would wait until there to go ahead and buy this, to go ahead and get in this after this candle closes, you can still get about 20 some pips, and you don't get stuck in this pullback. Okay. Now sometimes you still do get stuck in the pullback, but let's go back one more here. Now here's a signal right here, for instance, and so here's an arrow, closes above, and then right here the MACD moves above zero, or the MACD, and you could get a quick 9 or 10 pips here before it does drop back down, or depending on where we put the stop here, we could ride this drop out and then move up here and get 30 pips. But that would be a pretty big stop there, like 30 pips. So I don't think that would work on that one. But we could again get the quick 10 pips and get out of it. So that was with GN. I noticed here with GA, of course, this signal here is no good. This signal here doesn't quite cross above the 20-day. This signal right here goes off, which is a good arrow. But as you see here, the MACD never moves above zero. So we wouldn't take that trade. Okay. I mean, it doesn't move above zero until way down here. So we'd have to, in our minds, have a set amount of candles there that we can wait for the confirmation of the arrow. And then after that, it wouldn't be any good anymore. Same thing here. We get a candle closing. Here we get an arrow. Candle closes above the 20-day. But again, no confirmation by the MACD moving back above. Now, if we look at this one here, the arrow closes above the 20-day, the arrow candle, and we do get a confirmation on the next candle here. The MACD does move above zero, so that's a clue to get in. And again, we can get the quick 10 to 12, 15 pips, whatever it may be. Or depending on where we would put our stop, we could ride it out and collect 40 pips. Normally, I would think that you would put the stop, and you can help me with this if you want, but normally I would think you would put the stop probably at the low of the candle before the arrow. So in this case here, if we were to get in here, that would give us like an 18 pip stop. And we wouldn't get we wouldn't get stopped out when it drops down here. So anyway, but that's, you see what I mean about the confirmation. If you look through all the pairs, right here, for instance, GJ gives a arrow right here, and I know it's a bear candle, but it still closes above the 20-day. And then the very next candle, the MACD moves from below to above 0. So we could have been in that trade. Now right here on this arrow, you don't get it. You don't get it. See, the MACD doesn't move above 0. So anyway, you see what I'm getting at. I'm not going to make this long, but check through your charts and see if you're seeing that like I am. It seems like if we wait until we get a confirmation from the MACD or the MACD, whatever you call it, moving from below to above 0 for the buys, that gives us a second confirmation on taking the trade or not. So let me know. Also, let me know what your thoughts are on the stops. Because I've noticed that you just can't use the 50-day here because it seems to keep going down below it as like a stop. But let me know what you think. Thanks.